All right, everyone, you know what time it is. It's time for game number 3. We're tied up one game apiece here in this winner bracket quarterfinals match where we got HSR on the Legion side. Going to be once again taking on WOGPA here on the Hellborn side. Who is going to win? Who's going to move on? Who's going to face Not So Pikachu in the next round? Who's going to get knocked down to loser bracket? We got to tune in and we got to find out because we got the game underway. Let's get to it. Fast forward. We got Corrupted Disciple, Martyr, and Lord Salforus. Respect ban of the Salforus coming out. Going to be banned here from HSR. And then we have Icor, Monarch, Demented Shaman, banned from WOGPA. First pick is going to go over to the Legion side. We're going to have the Nymphora. Once again, first pick. Everybody just loves their Nymphora. The cute little fairy lady who heals you, gives you mana, can TP your friends across the map. Who would have thought that the fairy was so good? Who won the last game? The last game was won by this team over here on Hellborn, WOGPA. So we're tied up at one game apiece now. And again, we'll fast forward a little bit so we can get through the draft. We'll skip through a little bit here. So we're going to see Andromeda and Riftwalker coming out here for Hellborn. It looks like that's going to be some supports. I don't know if the Riftwalker will be played as a core, but it's usually played as a secondary support. So it would make sense to play that in that role. Then we have the Kraken and the Magmus. This looks very similar to game number 1, where they had a Kraken, they had a Magmus, but they had an Engineer, not a Nymphora. So this time they're throwing in a Nymphora there. We'll see how it works out for them. So they did end up winning that game, so maybe they'll go back to what was working for them. Now the secondary banning phase here looks like we're going to see a lot of carries banned. We have Calamity, Soul Reaper, Valkyrie, and then we have Forsaken Archer, Kinesis, and Moon Queen. So the standout bans here for me are Valkyrie. It's a bit odd, but not out of the question to run a Valkyrie. Everything else looks pretty straightforward. The Kinesis is not something you want to give up when you have a Magmus. They're going to go with Pebbles. I don't think we've seen Pebbles this series yet. They're going to pick up Adrenaline, which won last game. Yager did play that pretty well. And the final 2 picks coming out for Legion are going to be Engineer and Ravenor. So they will once again go with an Engineer. And they will be running a Ravenor as their carry. Whoa! We got a Berserker pick. Berserker pick on game 3. Okay. I didn't see that one coming. All right, I'm pretty intrigued here on how the Berserker versus Ravenor matchup's going to go. I feel like this could go either way. I mean, I have not really seen a whole lot of Ravenor in comp, but it's, you know, a pretty solid hero. But the Berserker, that's out of left field. Usually it's seen as like a really good fighting carry, so against these like Engineer Magmus lanes it could have potential to work out, but it could also just get locked down and bursted, because one of the things Berserker is bad against is getting like nuked down. He gets stun debuff with his ulti, so he doesn't really care about the stuns, but he does care about getting nuked down, because he's able to like lifesteal and do a lot of right click damage. But if you nuke him down, then he dies. So we'll have to see how the Berserker pick works out. I'm pretty intrigued. We're having a different game. It's not like FA versus Moon Queen. It's Ravenor versus Berserker, so this should be fun. All right, right off the bat, we got a TP and a lane ward down from Andromeda. And then we have a 5-man rotation into the top lane, which should have been spotted. I think their lanes are pretty obvious. Mag-Engie. Unless they want to do Ravenor tri-lane, Kraken solo, Magmus solo. And they could do that against a Berserker, I suppose. The Riftwalker will be laning with Pebbles, it looks like. Adrenaline solo, and then Andro and Berserker in the top lane. Are they doing a tri-lane? No, they're just doing 2-1-2. It's like a tie game. Everybody just loves their 2-1-2. But WOGPA likes to do dual mid. With Riftwalker and Pebbles in this game. So, see how this works out. They're going to have free farm Ravenor versus not so free farm Berserker, but free farm Pebbles. Free farm Pebbles can be very scary if he's able to take over the game. He has a lot of squishy targets, even the Magmus. The Mag Engineer, the Nymph are all one-shots for him in mid-game with PK. So Pebbles gets a good game. He's got a lot of targets to jump and kill and snowball for him. And Crackle-Lackin is going to have a hard time touching the creep wave here. Really good block from Pebbles and Riftwalker. They have the lane on their hill, so Kraken just has to stare at his monitor. Can't play a game. Unfortunate. Adrenaline going to try to snipe some last hits here with his Shard Blast. Ravenor is actually pushing the wave, though, so they're not static farming this. They have the pull blocked. But it's actually Adrenaline blocking it himself, which is interesting. I always find that interesting. Sorry guys, I'm trying to mute my mic while I cough. I don't know, I have some sickness or something. I don't know what I have, but I can't stop coughing. I don't want you guys to be hearing it, so apologies. But Pebbles is free farming. He's 8-5. Top lane. Oh, action. Somebody gonna die? Level 2, level 3 is where Mag Engie gets kind of scary. I mean, they can honestly kill Andromeda level 1, but not by tower. Adrenaline's trying to be annoying here. Doesn't have the most mana. Maybe he'll just go get the refreshment room. So, will Ravenor go like a greedy build like an Alkbones, or will he just go into Steam Boots, maybe into like Abyssal and Insanitarius, something like that? Berserker might die here. Magmus is going to die first, though. Berserker has the health bod, he's fine. Riftwalker came in for assistance. Kazakhstan misses everybody. So they actually double tapped them top. The Bloodlust went to Andro, so he's going to buy Marchers right away. Usually you buy Locket. I'm not opposed to the boots, though, so he can get out of Magma's stun range. It's okay. Especially if they want to go on Engineer first. Almin Hota! I don't know what that means, but it means fucking kill this Magnus, damn it! Something like that. Oh, I think Sigma went a little too YOLO. I think he's dead. They didn't have mana on the Andro, so Berserker just fed for no reason. Alright, so they threw the lane a little bit back. Ravenor does go red booties. I think he will go for Steam Boots if he does this. I don't think you're going to go red boots into Alkbones. He would just rush the bones if he was going to do that. Alright, well now Andrew's got mana, so now they can party time. Party time, party time, party time! Good kick stun on the Andro, but here comes the Chain Spike. Stun, can't get the Steam Bath Disjoint, or... He doesn't have Steam Bath, actually. Couldn't get the Lava Surge Disjoint. Riftwalker's been top a lot now because he gave the lead over to Pebbles. But Pebbles has like almost double the creep kills of Kraken. It's a 4-minute rune. Looks like Riftwalker will camp top. Nobody's at bottom. Oh, Adrenaline's actually going bottom. So Hellborn's rune controlling very nicely here. It's going to secure themselves a lot of momentum. Double damage rune goes to Riftwalker. He's taking a top lane, though. Super KG's like, I'm going to hijack your bottle. And I'm going to take it top. And I'm going to gank them with DD. He's trying to snipe the Engineer. I don't know what that was about. Ravenor and Nymph are diving pretty deep for this Adrenaline. They're gonna go for stacks already. It's pretty early. Okay, I'm gonna take out most of this. Didn't really pay attention to what Eslan's gold was, but he's up to 600. One more toss will, I think oh, actually, he doesn't need... No, he's gonna toss. Sigma died to the jungle camp up in the top lane. Alright, he's 0-2. I feel like they won this lane and now they're not winning the lane. But they're still winning the lane in gold. Ah, it's kind of even now. Magma's gonna catch up. What is happening here? Does he have his tether? No, he doesn't need the tether this early. Yeah, they killed Nymph. I don't know what they were doing behind the tower. That was so weird. And Adrenaline was full HP and mana too. It's not like they were kicking him out of lane. Okay, a good coordination of the ball lightning into the release the Kraken. I don't know if Kraken... Okay, he does... Oh, he didn't stun him. Yeah, that was a bit weird. I feel like he could have stunned him here, but chose not to use it. What was the rune? Double's got an illusion. Misplay by Eslon there. He should have illusion runed then chalice, so his illusions would have more HP. But he doesn't value his illusions. You can tell a lot about a person by how they treat their pets. So Eslon probably forgets to feed his hamster, just judging on how he used his illusion rune. Just saying. He probably doesn't value his hamster's well-being too much. He's gonna clean up the stacks here though. Triple stack on the hard camp's gonna give him a little bit of gold. He's 1,700 gold already. Oh my god, he right-clicked a post haste. Just kidding, he wanted Striders. He wanted Striders, and then he's gonna go into Blink. That would have been freaking awesome if he kept the post haste. Like if he was in base and he had the post haste, he would have had to keep them. That would have been awesome. Where's he TPing? Back to mid lane. Top lane, what's going on? We got Berserker running into Engineer. Because he's got team support. Double supports are up here. And Roludo is going to end up falling. Magmus surges away from Adrenaline. I feel like this Raven or Nymph have been so far very underwhelming. Kraken is only level 7. Pebbles is level 9 due to the jungle stacks. Going for the 8-minute rune. It's gonna get a Merrick's rune. I think Kraken got the... Oh, we got a haste rune, okay. Bottom lane, we got level 6 on the Adrenaline. He has ulti. If they try to dive him, they could mass TP in. He could even jump in and ulti them with some TPs. So they do have to respect the Adrenaline ulti, kind of. They go for this tower. Here comes Hasted Kraken, though. Here he comes. He's gonna charge up the Riftwalker. They do dive pretty deep, though. Ravenor, release the Kraken, comes down. Doesn't hit anybody. Here comes a stun from Andromeda. Almanorta's coming in. He's coming in. He can't find a target. Here comes Pebbles. He might chuck somebody. Long bomb on the Andromeda. Yalgardix snipes him out with the Shard Blast, though. Good damage assistant from the toss. Eslam will TP back to the mid lane. He's like, I'm out of here, kids. I did my job. Threw Andro into the team fight. Ravenor is at least going to survive, as well as Kraken, even though they dove. This game's still pretty even. Oh, here comes a solo kill from Esthon. He finds Kraken in the trees. Really well played there, and that's going to give him gold for his portal key. He's got a 9-minute blink. Only has the Striders and the Chalice, though. Nothing like super fancy, but he's got the blink. He can start moving around the map. I did talk about how Pebbles is very good this game. He's got more or less 3 targets he can one-shot. As long as he's got team support of 1 player, he can kill almost anyone on the map. Almost anyone. So, he's smoking up. He's going to maybe find Engineer here. Oh, that's a really good TP from a Roludo, aka Math Pro. And Eslon's just going to waste his smoke because nobody's here. It's going to be pretty sad. He's like, I could smell you guys. I know you're up here, but they're not. They're not up there. Then we have Magmus counter-smoking in the mid lane. They have released the Kraken up in 4 seconds. Magnus going for the rune. Oh! Oh! He stuns! Magnus actually walks away to tell the tale. Okay. Pebbles, I think, wants to go in, but there's too many people here, so they have to go back. Avenor and Nymph are also in the area. Nymph's level 5. He's gonna get soloed! Bye-bye! I don't know what you were thinking, Roz. That's a PK Pebbles. Even for a ward. That's a death. Ravenor, what's he gonna buy this game? He needs to tank up. He might just go straight in Sanitarius this game. The Abyssal Skull is great, but he's gonna be getting Pebbles comboed. What's happening top lane? Pebbles is on the hunt. They want to dive. They decide not to. I feel like if this was one of the tie teams, Riftwalker would have been there with Pebbles, and they would have just dove. They would have just dove the tower with the Pebbles, and they would have just mass murdered them. But it is what it is. Pebbles going to do some jungle stacks here, secure himself the top rune. I think they will concede the bottom rune over to Legion. Kraken will get whatever spawns. Magnus might stun him and steal it. Oh, it's an invis. Oh, Janko messed up. He should have taken the rune. He thought Engineer was in range. Here comes a wormhole. Huge wormhole from Super KGE. But honestly, that should have just been a rune steal from Janko. He was greedy. He wanted the highlight reel. He thought Engineer could get in range in time. But Reludo is lagging. He plays from Brazil, and he couldn't get in range in time. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Who's smoking? It's Pebbles again. He needs 315 mana for combo, though. He doesn't have combo. Eston, you're Asian. I know you can do math. You're like at least 21, I think. 22, 23. I don't know what age you are, bro. But you can do math, right? You need 315 mana. He has a chalice, so he can do it. I'm just messing with you guys. But he needs mana for the combo. He's going to throw him in. He's going to miss the stun. Oh my god, what the hell was that? I could have hit that combo blind while half asleep. That looked terrible. And he still gets a double tap. Eston still gets a double tap. 3 versus 2. They kill Ravenor and the Nymphora. It's starting to pick up some steam here because the carries are about even. The offliners are about even. The only difference is the Pebbles having a standout performance. Good sidestep on the keg from Berserker. Magnus can't play the game because Chain Spike prevents him from playing. But Berserker just shits on the Magnus. And they might look to pressure this tower. We have another Veiled Rot. He's got spell shards already. 500 GPM. Pre-15 minute blink shards level 1. That's pretty scary because he can do a lot of damage right now. And he's making space for the rest of his team to recover. They don't know where Pebbles is right now because he's not showing on the map, so they're very, very scared. Oh, he might just one-shot the nymph. Boom, shakalaka! He's gonna toy with Ravenor. He's like, you want to fight me, bro? I got a haste rune. I got Andro behind me. Ravenor might die here. Here comes a Magnus stun. Pebbles is still hasted, though. Oh, he's going back in. He takes him out. Let's go. Pebbles with the combo. Meanwhile, Kraken, he does release the Kraken and take out Andro. His Whirlpool looked a little funny there, but he's trying to turn it on Berserker. Here comes a wormhole. Hits only onto Magnus, but the Chuck. Eston has done like 3 combos in this team fight. I mean, this fight has lasted way too long. You cannot fight this long against the Pebbles. And Berserker comes goes down to the Revenant who bought back, snipes him with ball lightning, throws a ball in his face. That's gotta hurt when you get smacked by a ball. And, you know, Pebbles did some damage, but they did lose Berserker. Came at a cost of a Ravenor buyback. So, net of this fight is they lead by 8,000 gold, 15 minutes in, 5,000 experience. It's not game losing just yet, but it is looking pretty bad. It is looking pretty bad because they're getting items on their supports now. The Berserker, what is he waiting for, TP? He's probably waiting for TP. Has Elder Parasite. He's actually going to die a lot faster. Funny enough. Where's he TPing? TPing to top lane. Well, that's Adrenaline's got Starscry boots already. He's almost 400 GPM. He hasn't died. I mean, he's Omega farmed. All he needs now is Vestments. And then maybe like Gnome's Wisdom. Get like a Vestment and a Wind Whistle or something. He's going to be so hard to kill. And he's going to provide a lot of healing. Andro just solo bullying the Kraken out of his own jungle. Probably afraid that there was more players there.
Try blowing on the cartridge next time.
Pebbles just soloed. Oh no, he had assistance from Riftwalker. Kills the engineer. Kraken still doesn't have blink. Like, this is very troublesome because he's so far behind. He needs to get his blink so that he can start to counter this aggression from Hellborn. Ravenor smoking up. He does go for the Insanitarius. I did predict that. I thought he was going to tank up. I know he likes this item build. Probably will go like Sinners next. So he's more tanky, more mobile. It's easier to build than save up gold for a PK. And they're just controlling this high ground, pressuring the mid lane, making them feel scared. And meanwhile, Adrenaline's just sitting bottom because he can. He knows they need like at least 2, if not 3 people to kill him. Because he's got an escape. He's got healing. He's tanky. Mid lane. Kraken dies. I don't know what happened, but he was in the middle of the map. Keg hits Berserker. Magnus can't play game. He's dead. Had stun on cooldown anyway and Steebath down. Double tap comes out for Berserker. Engineer gonna get probably chucked. Nope. Not even needed. He's just gonna die. Ravenor? It's a really good juke, but they find him anyway. This game is looking like a repeat of Game 2 at this point. It is just one by one, dying all over the place. Pebbles just snowballed way too hard. He's 8-0 and 8, 500 GPM. The Tricore is over 400. I dare say I think it's a wrap now. They cannot even farm their own side of the map. And yep, that's going to do it. Game 3 and the series goes to WOGPA. They had a very unfortunate game number 1 with their support DCing. It was a pretty back and forth game, but ultimately they were winning in that game before the DC happened. So this could have even been a 2-0, but better showing here from WOGPA. Very well played from them in games 2 and 3. They were very dominant, whereas game 1 was very close, regardless of the DC or not. So that'll do it here for this series. And with that result, it is WOGPA moving forward to face Not So Pikachu, which I believe part of that series was casted on the live stream, but I believe the game number 1 was not covered.